So we're not far away. The last of these are coming up to complete the line. And before a very good crowd at Eagle Farm, the Oaks for Treasury Casino about to be underway. There's Come On Cuba going in. Dan Orpair Starlet is about to come up into the gates. Drivel is going in. Cassini Contest, a gold cap. Drivel, a blue. And Mother's Milk's in pink for the Patnack runners. And I think we're just about ready. Once Mother's Milk completes the line, Fairy Oak and Dariana are out there. They're out wide on the track. Now, Feminine Fashion stands up well. You imagine it would probably lead. Now, here's Mother's Milk coming up into the gates. So Mother's Milk moves in and we're ready to go. So stand by for a start. They've got 2,400 metres in front of them and the capacity field of 18 about to be dispatched. Waiting for Spira on the inside gate. They're ready to go. Set, racing. Oh, Dariana's got its head over the stall. Dariana's not going to take any place. It got its head over the adjoining stall. It's stuck in the barrier. And the favourite for the Oaks will take no part. Now, what they have to do is to try and get the horse free of the gates. So when they come around the next time, there's no stalls on the track. What a sensation. Out of the straight, they run on the Oaks. Let's take a deep breath and start again. Feminine Fashion, the leader from Dan Orpair Starlet. And then Come On Cuba going up deep and Mahita's going to settle fourth and Spira's back on the inside. Then Utopia, Status Quo from K-Seal, a couple of Bitter Silk. They're followed then by Fairy Oak and further back on the field. Then over near the inside is Miss Keepsake. She's on the inside of Mother's Milk. 2.5 Ambitious Princess on the inside of Drivel. Then Cassini Contest followed by Al Nakla. And last of all is Absolute Joy. They've got Dariana free and they've got the stalls off the track. Into the back they run inside the 1400 and Feminine Fashion is the leader. 3 parts to Come On Cuba. A length away Spira third. Dan Orpair Starlet races fourth and Status Quo fifth but having a tough run 3 deep. K-Seal is next on the inside of Mahita. Another 2 lengths further back is Bitter Silk racing on the inside. Mother's Milk's out wide. Utopia between runners. The next line is Cassini Contest around Fairy Oak in the middle. Miss Keepsake is back on the rail followed by Drivel. Further back, Ambitious Princess is getting shuffled back on the inside. The grey Alnacla's going forward, and Absolute Joy is last. 800 metres to go in the Oaks. It's Feminine Fashion from Come On Cuba. Status Quo out 3 deep, and Spira's on the fence. It's had a beautiful run. Then Dan Orpair started it, and here's Mahita. It's coming into the race at the right time. Mother's Milk and Utopia tracking up, and then K-Seal, Cassini Contest, and Fairy Oak. Ambitious Princess is a long way back with Miss Keepsake as they round the corner to the 400 in the Oaks and Feminine Fashion, the leader. Spira's about to get off the fence. Mahita sprinting quickly on the outside. Then comes Dan Orpair Starlet, followed by Utopia. They're coming to the 200 and Mahita's dashed to the lead. Dan Orpair Starlet. Absolute Joy is coming from the tail of the field. Mahita the leader from Dan Orpair Starlet. Miss Keepsake, the Kiwis jumping up out of the ground. Miss Keepsake's going after Mahita and will nail it on the line. Miss Keepsake's won the Oaks from Mahita. Dan Orpair Starlet and Absolute Joy's run fourth in front of Fairy Oak El Nakla. Spira Bitter Silk, Absolute Joy, Cassini Contest and Drivel. The next time in the race came Utopia. They're followed then by Feminine Fashion. A long way back on the field towards the end, we've got Status Quo. And then comes Come On Cuba, followed by Mother's Milk. And KC is last of all. And this is the phone ringing. Hello. Okay, thank you. Dariana has stayed in the stalls. Dariana has stayed in the stalls. And Miss Keepsake for Chris Muntz and Andrew Scott has won the Queensland Oaks in a sensational race. What can you say? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So Dariana, when the stalls opened, just put its head to the left into the other stall. And then it got jammed. They were lucky to get the horse out and get the stalls off the track. So that was one part of the race. Then we got to the real part of the race. And what a thrilling finish. The winner was locked up on the fence going nowhere coming to the home turn needing room.
It's one of the more sensational things I've ever seen in a Group 1 race, with the favourite for the race staying in the gates, and Dariana watched that race from the infield. Mahita just about to be nailed there in the concluding stages. So the New Zealanders, Miss Keepsake, number 18, gets up.